a second look at our wildly successful item called the Fuse. What is it? Well, basically it's a really unique tool that allows you to just explore a whole world of creativity that you've never been able to afford, and this is truly the ultimate bundle. I am going to fly through what you get because I'm going to get Andrew busy to show you what this is, because for many of you, this is going to be a brand new concept. This is going to be something that you've tried to do other ways, and now he's made it simple and fast and easy. All right, what's going to happen is when this finally gets to retail, which it will, it's not available anywhere right now. In fact, people are on waiting lists at different boutiques and craft shops to get it. You will get the Fuse tool, you get 2 little adapters, and you get the 6-inch ruler, and you will spend $29.95. This, the stand, those 2 guys, and this, that's all you get. What is our configuration? And I apologize, I know I'm going fast, but I just got to get through it all because I want to show you what it does. You are getting this awesome, awesome Fuse pad. Love this pad. Any heat tool that you use, you can use this pad. He includes a 12-inch ruler that's very unique in our configuration. You don't just get 2 tips, you actually get 4 tips in our configuration. You get 12 by 12 sleeves. Why? Well, you're gonna find out in just a second. You get 15 of those. You get 20 each of 3 different size of waterfall sleeves. You get these, which is called the officially, thank you, what is it?
Instax.
That's it, Instax. You guys are all talking about it. You get 20 of those. You get all the embellishments in the foil design. And then, because it's our birthday, you get, of course, extra surprises. We move on over. You're going to be able to make cards with something that's brand new. It's called a Fuse paper. You're going to make shaker cards in the Fuse paper. You get 35 embellishments, the sparklies, 6 sleeves to do shakers, and we even give you 12 envelopes in the back. All of that for only $49.95. We have reduced shipping on it. Yes, we've got Flex Pay today, 2 of those. Hi, Andrew.
How are you?
Sorry, I know I'm going fast, but I got to get to this to show you the magic of that.
You got to see what it does, right? This is probably the coolest thing since sliced bread for me, because we've wanted to do this for a long time, because we know how popular pocketed scrapbooking is. People want to be able to separate and have a lot of dimension in their crafting. But what we did here is we basically took and made a welding tool or a heat sealing tool, and the original tip that you see on here right now, this tip does that same weld that you see on all your page protectors, that little dot, 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 dot. Yeah. That's what that is, so that you can make your own page protectors at home. You don't have to go and buy a lot of pocketed stuff. This is just a 12 by 12 page protector that we've gone in and we've taken and separated pockets in it with the welding tool, the Fuse tool, and created these almost, and look, they seal in, so you can have little shakers, you can do all kinds of things. These are the Instax waterfalls that you see with that. Isn't that cool? I'm going to add one for you just so you can see how easy it is. So I just lay it down there. I'm going to grab my ruler to protect me from the heat. Okay, I'm going to lay that onto it, and watch. I'm basically going to create a weld or a seal along with this tool, and it just rolls along and it creates that same little pattern that you saw before on those page protectors. And look at that.
And it's all there.
It's all done. And it's just like that. You've got all these cute little waterfalls. You can do all that. No longer are you going to have to worry about the special little hair falling out that you tried to glue on, or trying to glue everything in on a paper that's going to break and crack eventually. You know, right. This is here. It's here to stay. It's the way that you want it. And that's just doing page protectors.
Right.
So now we can also take, we've got fusible paper. So this paper is basically polypropylene paper that we've invented for you. And now you can take, you can see I've sealed the shaker card with the sequins in there. Okay, you're getting all these cards. This isn't something you have to create on your own. There's even instructions on how to do it. And now normally I would maybe seal all 4 sides, but just for speed, I'm going to go ahead and just seal the top of this side so that you can see how the card works, okay? So you just roll it along. Now, normally I would get out my ruler to make sure I do it spaced perfectly, but again, you could just roll that down, and what did that do? That sealed the paper to itself.
That's so cool.
Just like that. And then you can take it like that. Maybe I take and do my little thing like here, gift to you, and I can go ahead and seal that on because it seals, and it's just like sewing basically. Yeah. But you don't have to get out a needle, you don't have to get out thread, you don't have to get out adhesive, and that is stuck on there.
How cute is that? And you got this great little shaker card. So imagine what you can do with this as well. All right, so the other things that I love about it is how many of you love doing the little pocketed things, and you go out and say, oh, I need specific ones for baseball cards, or maybe I'm getting some that I want to tell a little story, but again, they're pre-made. You have to put in there what someone else thinks the size size should be. Now, whatever size you want, you make. And that's really the freedom of this, is the fact that you can take and make any kind of little pockets you'd like to do with it, which
and make it interactive. I mean, you can see.
I love the interactivity. Look at that.
It's Arizona. He's driving down the road. This is where he went. That's the playlist from the road trip. How cool is that?
It's so clever.
And you don't even see it. You look at it and you're like, oh, that's a cool page, and then voila.
You made it, and you made it quick, and it's fast. That's the other thing I loved about it. It's so quick.
So look at this, the fusible paper again. I know that's one of the things that people are just going nuts for when they saw this. I've taken and just folded it and made a pleat with it. Now, the one trick here is that if you're going through a lot of layers like I am right now, you'll just want to take a little bit longer as you weld across it, because there's a lot of thickness there. But I just go a little bit slower, and I'm basically taking, just like you would a sewing machine, and pleating that piece of paper to the other piece of paper. It's sealed on there. I didn't get out a needle or a thread, but it's on there. Isn't that cool?
All right, now just to mention too, because he's showing a lot of the paper we have, and again, you're going to get paper to go with it, but below the screen we have a pack of 30 12x12 sheets, already 1,500 packs ordered. You'll want this, trust me, okay? It's $19.95 and some change right here. This will sell out much, much quicker than our today's special. So if you want the fusible paper, you've got to have the tool and this, and you will go absolutely berserk with it.
But you are getting the fusible cards with the kit already.
Yeah, you're already out the gate. You're going to get a ton of fusible paper stuff to go with it, but this is your great extra. Also, Andrew, I'm going to run over to auto ship because this has been huge. Of the, what are we at? Almost 2,500 really quickly. We're going up to that. The vast majority of you are super smart. In fact, 1,700 of the 2,300 folks are picking up our auto ship, and I would highly recommend it. Each of these are only $14.95. With each, you're going to get another brand new tip. So each includes a brand new tip plus all the goodies, a whole bunch of goodies, more than 100 to 150 extra items, and it'll come in 4 different shipments. The first one is September. It's the holiday kit, which is absolutely adorable.
Awesome. And
oh my gosh.
September comes before the fusible paper even hits the stores in October.
Isn't that crazy?
So you're getting another set of it before anybody else even gets stuff.
The next one's going to be November. It's foil paper crafting. It's beautiful. It's all this gorgeous gold foil. And again, you get another new tip. Then in January, it's the all occasion card kit. That's January. And then finally, the last shipment is March, and that's called Party Decor Kit. It is unheard of to get all these pieces, and you're only seeing a little bit of it at only $14.95. So sign up for auto ship. You'll get the full, huge kit, which will last and last and last, and then all the auto ships just keep coming, and you can control all that as well.
Now, you talked about the tips that you're getting with each of those auto ships, which is fantastic, but you're actually getting 4 tips with this kit, and normally you'd only get with the tool the 1 tip and then the cutting tip. So let me show you the tips, just so you understand what that is, because this paper will show it really nice, because it'll turn white as I go across it. So this is my normal tip. You can see that just has the little dots that come across it, okay? That's that. And then if I want to show you this decorative tip, so you're getting decorative tips. These are nowhere else on the market. You cannot get them unless you buy this kit. So look at that very cool decorative tip. Now you can use that for your page protectors, or you can just use it on the paper. And then you're going to get this decorative tip as well, which is a bunch of lines. You can kind of see that as I come across. And look at that. I mean, that is how easy it is. You just roll it across and you're done. And then on this, you're also getting basically, this is the tool that we use to cut or create your own page protectors, and you can see that is just a solid line. You're getting all of those tips with this kit, 2 of which you cannot get anywhere else.
Just want to show you I made a card in less the time that he showed you those 4 tips. Done. And my little tip here, too, because I love this, I got mine and went completely crazy, is I just do little teeny holes, just 1 little stick like that, and then I adhere it, and that's on there. It's totally on there. So if you don't want to do the whole rolly thing and you're working on a card, I just like little dots, and then it's on, and so you get done really fast with projects. I have to show you, just because I made it, I'm so excited. I'm a thrifty girl, so this can go farther than you ever imagine. What I did is I took the kit, I opened it up because I got a little try-me kit, and this is one of the paper bags that actually comes in it, and all it is to hold some of the goodies you get. And I thought, well, wait a minute, it works on plastic, so guess I took this bag with the fuse and I made treat bags. So this bag that literally was something you throw away that comes with the kit, I made treat bags out. I made that one, and I made this little treat bag. And all I used was plastic that I was going to just throw away. Also, too, I want to show you this little idea, too. I used one sheet. This is the shaker card, and it comes in a 3-panel card. So I used the base panel, and then look what I did. I took pennies, and I actually made just this little strip of plastic with each of the pennies individually like held in there for a little good luck card. So the things you'll do with this, you'll start looking around your house and go, oh, I could use this, I'll do this. Like the ideas are crazy great. This, I did a shaker on the exterior. So again, I took the 3rd little panel of this, cut it off. I did a shaker card. As you can see, all the stuff moves around. And then I just taped that on regular cardstock because I'm thrifty and frugal, and I wanted the paper to last me even longer than just making a shaker card. I did something a little different. So I just want to show you some really cool little ideas, because really, when you think about it, there's a lot of plastic in our world. And if you play with it and figure it out, you can figure out a way to use it.
It'll work with this tool, which is really fun, because we're just starting. People are just barely getting it in their hands. It's been a hot item. People are looking for it, and they're now getting in their hands. While you were talking, I hurried and made the waterfall. We talk about the waterfall sleeves that you get with this. So what you do with the waterfall sleeves is you just basically seal the waterfall sleeves, just like I'm doing, to another page protector, and you can create your waterfalls. And look at that, it's just sealed to it, right? So now I've got all these little pockets that I just added to that page protectors that I can put photos in and really make, you know, add the pictures, because we all take a ton of pictures, right? Now you're going to be able to add those extra pictures that you wanted to that one page, and you're done. And that's what's really, I mean, look at what you're going to be able to do with these things. I mean, to be able to add, look, you didn't realize you had all those pockets there, right? Look at that. Look how fun that is.
So
and I've got sequins. I've got, I mean, this is sealed in. That's the thing that I don't know if you can really grasp it until you do it, but those are sealed into position.
Where's your sand one? Because this really brings it home. Show this one.
Okay.
And guys, really take a look at this close.
So normally with pocketed page protector, I'd want to have a bunch of 4x4s, and I'd have to find the right page protector. What if I want to add sand for my trip? Look at that. That's in there.
That's real sand that's now embedded in the page permanently.
Isn't that great?
That's so cool.
Hair, sand, whatever it is that you don't want to lose, and you don't want to tape to something else and have it fall out later, this is the way to do it. It seals it in. It's there until you want it out, and use the cutting tool to get it out.
That's right.
But it's there until you want it to be different. I mean, whether you're just doing scrap pieces of paper and creating your own pattern paper. I mean, basically all you do when you do something like this is start at the bottom. Put a piece of paper in, seal it, put another piece of paper in, seal it, and just work your way up. And it's simple, it's easy, and you're going to be able to do things like that. I mean, you're going to do your
This I love. Like, again, show that. It's just a little bunch of doodads. It could be buttons. It could be, you know, it could be pieces of fabric from baby clothes. Like, we have all this stuff that we don't want to keep from my son being in his baby clothes and stuff. What do you do with it? You still want the memory, but you don't want to get rid of it. Take a little piece and just embed it in a picture and tell a fuller story. What this does to me is it allows you to take whatever you're doing and make it more interesting, more fun, more interactive, and a better story. I mean, when you really have sand from your beach trip to Hawaii, congratulations. What do? You put it in a little jar and stick it in your bathroom shelf.
And then somebody finds it later and throws it away.
And throws it out. Or you embed it and really tell a full story. For example, I'll show you this back here. I love this. And again, this banner was done with the accessory paper that we have available. So that's that. And these are going to sell out early, by the way. You use the Cricut to cut out the letters. So you could run this paper that you can get extra through your Cricut.
Any die cutter, it'll work.
It's fabulous. Take the tool, and you can see, it looks like it's been sewn on. But what my favorite thing is of this whole thing is right there. You made a shaker out of that one little banner. Now, that could be a cone, which is okay, but now it's something really clever.
It's an ice cream shaker.
I know,
you can take that tool and cut out any shape that you want and make it a pocket. That is so fun to use for, I mean, if you're not even into scrapbooking, if you're into home decor, if you're into card making, this tool, this set is going to give you so many possibilities.
And I tell you, I love cut out a little monster and make googly eye shaker for it. Like, if you want an idea or two, can I seal that one up? Can I do it?
Sure.
He's like,
Here, let's use this tip. Now, you've got 3 layers there, so you'll want to go kind of slow. Let's get your ruler.
So we're going to put this on the top.
Put that right down the center of it.
Now, and by the way, the ruler's really cool. You can use actually the centering tool, or you can just do it by eye. So Andrew and I are both just
We're crazy. We just go for it.
We're just going for it. And then
now she's pushing it forward. A lot of people like to pull it back. It's totally
I am a forward pusher. Isn't that funny? I don't know why.
It depends on what I'm doing, depending on if I want to go forward or back.
Is it?
But you'll kind of get comfortable with your own way of doing it.
Ta-da!
And ta-da! Now you've got
that is 3 layers. I used no tape, no glue, no adhesive. I didn't have to get out a hot stick. And the shaker. And by the way, that's one of the cards you can make. That's one of the shaker cards that are included.
That comes with it,
I tell you, you'll get it at home, and it's what happened to me. I started looking around. I woke up last night with an idea in my head. I want to do a scene that is from the beach. Like it could be a card saying, you know, hello, welcome from the beach or whatever. And the bottom layer, I'm going to put in real sand to finish the picture. Now that's a card. Come on.
That's
if anybody
cool.
gets a card like that, they're going to be, okay, that's the coolest thing. She used real sand as a part of the scene. All right, so we have a lot to get to. What are you going to show us now?
Well, I'm just, again, you don't have to use all your waterfall cards or your shaker cards for your cards. You can put them on here. I'm just going to fold that up a little bit so that I can weld that on. I'm not going to use my ruler, although I should, but I'm just going to show you how easy that is to just take another page protector and seal it to itself, and that is there. Isn't that great?
But that could be the baby's tooth. It could be a lock of hair. It could be pebbles that your kid picked up from the local, you know, the local creek. It doesn't, I mean.
And they're not going to fall out.
They're not going to fall out. It could be anything. I love the idea of, here's what I was going to do too if I had more time. I was going to cut out snowflakes, and then I was going to add glitter to it, seal it up, and put it on a card. That really would make a cool winter card. Think of what you can do during the holidays, how fun this is going to be. You will lose your mind when you get this at home and start playing with it.
And because it's not something that takes a lot of training.
No.
I mean, you go one time and you're like, oh, I got it. The only thing that takes a little practice is thick or thin material, or how many layers and how fast to go.
Yeah, and I kind of, if I found a new plastic, like when I started playing with your wrap that I was going to throw away, all you do is play with a spare piece, and very quickly you'll realize what you can do with it. So look around. I mean, quite frankly, if you have sandwich bags, they could ultimately become a little pocket of some sort, you know? So there's a lot of plastic in our life that you could reuse using this,
and see,
I love.
we haven't even shown you. You're getting these gold foil hearts. Look how I just sealed that heart right onto the top of the page protector, folded it up, and now it becomes like an embellishment, a 3D embellishment on top of your page protector. On top of it,
because all the 3D gets flattened inside the page protectors. All right, Andrew, I'm going to run over here. I'm going to show everybody what you're going to get. Here's what's going to happen. It is going to be in retail, but it's going to be several months from now. And in fact, it won't be everything when it hits retail. It's going to be a long time before all this even gets out there. What you'll get in retail is the tool itself. And by the way, you have two choices. You can do the aqua or you can do the purple. The aqua, you get the tool, 2 of the tips, just 2, and a 6-inch ruler and the stand. And that will be $30. Okay, just keep it in your mind when you're seeing the rest of our kit. We give you exclusively all that, plus you get the silicone pad. This is the fuse pad. It rocked my world. If you use any heat tools, even hot glue guns, you will love this pad. You get the 12-inch ruler exclusively. Not 2 tips, we give you 4 tips. We give you 15 of the 12 by 12 sleeves right out of the box, so you can start creating your fun sleeves, 15 of those. You get 20 each of the waterfall sleeves. You get 20 of the, why do I keep forgetting the name of that?
Instax.
Thank you. Instax sleeves, which is a very famous thing. Girls love to play with that, and you get 20 of those. 35 of the foil embellishment goodies. Our surprise is you get all of your fuse paper triple cards, and your shaker cards. You get 53 of the embellishments.
Of these embellishments. I mean, these would cost you a ton of money just to get all those.
Totally.
And you're getting them for free.
And you get 6 of the shaker card inserts. You get the little sparklies and 12 envelopes. So my gosh, all of this, or for $30 you're going to get just a couple little things, just basically the tool.
You decide,
Yeah, really, like, and here's what I love too. This might be a new concept to you. You're like, I don't think I completely understand this, and I get it, because you kind of have to play with it sometimes to get it, but you get it at home and try it, and if you don't absolutely love it, send it back for the refund, and we'll send your money back. But this is the only place you can get this configuration, the only place you can get our auto ship, which the vast majority of you have signed up for, which is the smart way to go. Just as a reminder, get the auto ship. It's huge at $14.95, a brand new tip. 4 more shipments, that's it. It's the lowest price auto ship I think you've ever done. And you get all the other goodies with it, between 100 and 150 extra pieces to work with in each auto ship. And you can control that or cancel it. But boy, this is the time to get it now, which is huge.
You'll be the first to get it. You'll never get it that cheap. And it's going to be, and you know what? this mat alone, instead of just buying it in the store, because you can't get this mat either.
Right.
The only way to get it is here and now. This silicone mat is so awesome because, you know, we've been telling people to use the fuse with glass mats in the past.
Right.
But glass mats kind of slip around with page protectors. This is so nice. And the way that it takes heat, the way that it holds it in, it's just perfect for what you're doing. So you're just taking,
I'm
freehanding
doing my dotting, method.
Yep.
I do love my dot method.
So she's just welding it.
I literally am pinpoint welding it.
Yep,
on.
and that works too. So I'm going to take, just again, because I want people to understand. So this is a 12 by 12 page protector, right, that I was using. If I take and say,
well, look, it's done, you guys. I literally,
just done.
I just welded that on to the front of this, and it's little. I love its little stars.
And was that hard? Is that something you felt like you needed training for?
No,
like it's so easy, it blows everybody's mind.
It is. It actually really is.
Okay, so I'm going to take this again. I just really want people to grasp the concept. So this is a 12 by 12 page protector. I'm just taking this tool and I'm just running it out. And again, you can go crazy if you want to do a heart shape, you want to make waves, you do whatever you want. But look, I have just created a different pocket. So see, my fingers go in between those two. It has created a new weld, a new pocket in my page protector, and this works on any page protector out there, even though we are Memory Keepers ones are the best.
We do love
those. You can use it with any page protector out there. In fact,
and quite frankly, you can get a set of 50 page protectors really inexpensive at a craft store, even here at HSN. But I mean, any page protector, and basically almost any plastic you can find. Just play and have some fun. Literally, this, he didn't even know it. I walked in, he goes, wait a minute, how'd you make that? I said, Andrew, this is what you get that you unwrap and you throw away.
It's junk paper.
It's junk paper, and I made these little bags. And look, I fused the decorative pieces on it, too.
Cool. Yeah, that's your banner.
And I made, out of something you throw away, I made a really cute...
And did you have to use adhesive to attach that banner?
No, all of it was this that I was going to throw out, and this tool right here, and I did the whole thing. And it really holds, too. All of this, you see the fusing in the bottom, everything was fused, my sides are fused. It really holds it well, too. Isn't that clever? So again, look around your house. There's lots of plastic pieces that you can reuse. Also, too, just to show you, because I lost my mind when I got this, right? You got to see what I did here. I did a shaker tag. So all four sides have been, I used the tool, I put the goodies on the inside, and then I fused on the embellishment on the outside, added ribbon, and now if you're going to take a bottle of wine to somebody, it's a whole different tag.
And it looks so much cooler. And look, I mean, I love these straws. I mean, look at using the welding paper to weld the straws on. These cupcake sticks. I've got shaker cards on some of them, or I've just taken that toothpick. I haven't glued anything on. I've just sealed around it, and it holds it on.
So
using you want to make a box, you can weld the paper together. I mean, you're going to be able to use this for so many different things. Your parties, your home decor, your crafting, your card making, and you're just going to have a lot of fun. And when you need a pocket, when you need something sealed up, you're going to grab this out. It heats up in less than 10 minutes. Boom, you're going.
You know what's going to be really fun is when people start doing Pinterest pages on what they're using the fuse for. I cannot wait, because I just started thinking about ideas, and I've had it, I only started playing with it, 2 days ago. And within minutes, I was going, I could do this, I could do that. In fact, I'll show you another one if you missed it. I thought, wait a minute, why don't I just seal a bunch of pennies and say good luck? I mean, look at that. And so think of all the crazy stuff you can do. I used 5 pennies, and I used 1 strip, and then I used the fuse to fuse the little pockets.
And it's holding it to the fused paper
by the way,
as well.
Yes, this is not glued on. I fused this onto the fused paper.
Yep.
Wow. I
no
mean, how
adhesive
cool
needed.
is that?
You're saving money, really.
None. And all I did was take that, and then I put it on cardstock. I taped that onto cardstock because I wanted to save even more money. I wasn't going to use my valuable fuse paper on both sides of the card. So that's another little tip for you as well. All right, at this point, we have now sold 3,100. We are very, very busy. Most are getting auto ship, and I do encourage you, and if you're new, try auto ship. You will love it. There's so many creative things. You're getting hundreds of pieces in an exclusive kit. We have 2 color choices. And by the way, Rick, what is the most limited of our color choices? The purple or the teal? The teal is the most limited right now. Huh? Yeah, there you go. So show us some other ideas if you will.
So again, you know, I've already taken one of these shaker cards, or you can use any of your pocketed and just seal them up at the top. But I've put in my hearts. I just want to add it to my page. So I'm going to take my ruler, lay it down. I'm going to take one of my edges. I'm just going to roll across. Again, you can push, you can pull. pull, you can do whatever you want. Just make sure not to touch the tip. That's the only thing I would say.
True.
And then look, it's attached, and it's right there where I want it to be. And again, all these, I mean, you think this is cool that I just did, but look at everything else that's done on this. These are just, what? Half-inch strips of paper, probably garbage that I cut off from my other page, and I've kept them, and look, here you go. They're all just sealed in. If you look at that little weld, it is not going to come out. It is not going to slide down. It is not going to move on my page protector like you've seen in the past when you've created a layered page. That's all sealed in. It's all there. It's not going to move. It's not going to fall down if I shake it like you normally would see. It's done. And
you open up an album you did a couple years ago, and you're like, oh, great, and all the pages are slid down. This is the end of that. That will never happen again. And also that waterfall idea, you can make mini books. Oh, my gosh, now I thought of it. Can you imagine how cute a mini book would be?
I actually have somewhere. I'll bring it out next time. But there's a book we made.
Oh, please. I mean, I'm telling you, the ideas are endless with this. Here's what's going to happen. Stay on the line for it. Just as a heads up, if you want the paper pack, let me grab it one more time. Oh, sorry, guys. My neck.